We will call the, I just got to get my dates, what is today? The January 24th, January 24th, 2019 meeting of the Parker Planning Commission to order at 7 p.m. Okay. Would you please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Are there any additions to or deletions from the agenda?
No, sir, there are not.
Roll call, all members are present. Are there any additions to or corrections to the minutes from, gosh, it's been a long time ago, November 8th, 2018?
No.
Anybody remember November 8th, 2018? Okay. Do we have a motion to approve?
I move to approve the minutes from the November 8th, 2018 Planning Commission meeting.
I second.
It's been moved by Rich, seconded by Ileana, that we approve the minutes from the November 8th, 2018 Planning Commission meeting.
A box will pop up. A box will pop up.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm just so excited. Signified by yes.
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 Abstain.
Okay.
I don't see it on
Close to
there.
the laptop, it might make noise.
Yes and a no.
I got a yes and a no. No abstain.
You need to vote no. I abstain.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Item number 7 is a public hearing on the Main Street Center Amendment 1, Lot 1A, Site Plan Amendment, the Schoolhouse Plaza and Parking Lot. We will open the public hearing at 7:03. Carolyn?
Hi, good evening, Commissioners and Chair. This evening, we will be reviewing a site plan amendment proposal for the Schoolhouse Plaza and Parking Lot. This is kind of loud, sorry. This site plan has been developed jointly with a number of town departments, including the Cultural Department, Community Development, Public Works, and Parks and Recreation. Representatives from Cultural Department and Public Works are in attendance this evening to answer any questions you may have for them, as well as a representative of the consultant that we used in designing this plan. All public notice requirements for the site plan have been satisfied. The site is located on the south side of Main Street between Pikes Peak Drive and the east intersection of Victorian Drive in the Greater Downtown Historic District. The town of Parker is proposing a site plan amendment that will renovate the existing parking lot behind the schoolhouse and reconfigure the area between Ruth Memorial Chapel and the newly renovated schoolhouse. This proposal includes 3 components. It will create a public plaza, rebuild and renovate the associated public parking lot, and provide a safe and efficient pedestrian network through and across the development. The area in blue is directly adjacent to Main Street and contains the Main Street access that was closed in 2016. Since that time, this area has been used for a variety of community events. The design of the plaza includes an extended and widened sidewalk and landing in front of Ruth Chapel, improving the pedestrian connectivity within the development. This amendment will also reconfigure and rebuild the public parking lot, shown here in orange, which has existing drainage issues as well as deterioration just due to age. A pedestrian walkway from Pikes Peak Avenue into the site, combined with a walkway and pickup area along the south side of the theater, will improve the pedestrian network through and within the development. Pikes Peak Avenue will remain the access for the site. Future cross-access to the vacant lot to the east has been accommodated with the parking lot design. The 2035 master plan identifies this area as the Main Street Master Plan Character Area. This character area is defined as a pedestrian-friendly environment with an emphasis on great public spaces for people to gather and for creating a sense of place and connectivity between spaces and places. The design of the plaza creates a unique character for the area through the use of hardscape, landscape, public art, and street furnishings. The proposed plaza will accommodate both public events and private gatherings and will complement the educational and entertainment-related activities of the theater, the schoolhouse, and Ruth Chapel. This proposed site plan amendment is consistent with the 2035 master plan. The Main Street Master Plan includes goals to create a sense of arrival and place. Specific recommendations for the Main Street Center include redesign of the existing access drive as an attractive and pedestrian-oriented landscape or entry feature for the adjacent Main Street Center and Chapel. The proposed plaza entrance invites the Main Street pedestrian to explore the place created by the plaza itself and encourages interaction with the educational and entertainment opportunities of the complex. This proposal is consistent with the Parker Main Street Master Plan. In addition, this proposal meets all of the applicable sections of the commercial, industrial, and multifamily design guidelines, which emphasize sensitivity to adjacent uses and creative placemaking design, as well as providing a safe and efficient pedestrian and vehicular network. This proposal will convert the area between the schoolhouse and Ruth Chapel into a public space and includes pedestrian improvements along Main Street that will formalize the closure of the Main Street access into the site. It will also correct existing drainage issues on site and replace the deteriorating public parking lot. The proposal directly addresses the recommendation for the area in the Main Street Master Plan and will provide an amenity to downtown and to the community. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission recommend Town Council approve the site plan amendment to Main Street Center Amendment 1, Lot 1A for the Schoolhouse Plaza and parking lot. This concludes staff's presentation. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Questions for Carolyn?
Carolyn, can you go back to the map, please?
Sure, which one?
The one that shows the outline with the parking lot? Nope.
This one?
Yep. So you're connecting the back lot directly behind the schoolhouse and the parking lot adjacent. What's happening with the property on the other side of the schoolhouse where the tap house was supposed to be?
At this point, it's a vacant lot. However, when the parking lot is done, included in that project are the infrastructure improvements that will serve that lot. So they'll be stubbed out and ready for use by whoever develops that lot.
Okay, thank you.
Additional questions?
Nope.
Okay. As this is a public hearing, we will open the meeting to public comment. If you have a comment about this issue before the Planning Commission tonight, please step forward to the podium, state your name and address for the record.
Not me. Hi, my name is Ruth Ann Nelson. I live at 19834 Somerset Lane in Parker, Colorado. I understand that we lost a few parking spaces, and we tried to minimize the number of parking spaces lost by reducing the landscaping that's being used over what's normally required. Is that true?
No. No, the parking originally had 119 parking spaces. It currently has 115. The loss of those spaces is mostly due to additional landscaping, mostly in the islands. So currently, the parking lot doesn't have any landscaped islands, and they are required in our code. So these improvements will bring the site more into compliance with our current landscape regulations. Does that answer your question?
But it won't be in 100% compliance, correct?
No, for a couple of reasons. The main one being that our regulations assume a vacant lot. That is not the case here. We have existing conditions, physical conditions, that have limited, made it impossible to meet all of the landscape requirements. Just as a for instance, along the western side of the schoolhouse, there's only 5 feet between the building and the property boundary that's existing. So it's not possible to get the perimeter landscaping that would otherwise be required.
Thank you.
So maybe if you turn off the speakers when you're not speaking and turn them on, that
Okay.
might help.
All right. Seeing no further public comment, we will close the public comment. Do we need any further information from Carolyn? Okay. We will close the public hearing at 7:12. Commissioner discussion. I don't want to have to eat it, though. Okay, well, that didn't help a lot. Okay,
My only comment, it's pretty straightforward. I think this is a good plan to start improving some of these spaces, especially between these public spots that have been long overdue. So I'm in support.
I'm in support as well. It's nice to hopefully see the parking lot be in better shape than it is, because it's kind of a messy mess right now,
I agree. Oh, sorry.
and dangerous.
Nope, I agree. I think it's very straightforward, and I believe that it's going to stick with the master plan as you guys have clearly detailed, and I think it's just more benefit to Parker.
So I'm in support of it. I like the idea that we're finalizing the restriction of access off of Main Street into there and getting that back end parking lot and walkway put in. So I'm in support.
I would agree with my fellow commissioners. I think it's a great addition to Main Street.
Yeah, I like the idea of redoing that parking lot and improving the drainage and just overall dressing it up, making it look really nice out there now.
yes, I am in support of what my fellow commissioners have said, and do we have a motion to approve?
I move that the Planning Commission recommend Town Council approve the site plan amendment to the Main Street Center Lot 1A to renovate the existing parking area behind the schoolhouse and reconfigure the area between Ruth Memorial Chapel and the schoolhouse to provide a permanent public gathering space with the street furnishings similar to those shown on the submitted sample board.
Second.
It's been moved by Rich, seconded by Dwayne, that Planning Commission recommend Town Council approve the site plan amendment to the Main Street Center Lot 1A to renovate the existing parking area behind the schoolhouse and reconfigure the area between Ruth Memorial Chapel and the schoolhouse to provide a permanent, I can't read it. What he said. Okay. Signal your approval by yes.
Yes.
To provide a permanent public gathering space and street furnishing similar to those shown on the submitted sample board. That was where I left off. All right.
Thank you.
We'll get there. Okay, Planning Commission items. Anything for Bryce?
No, sir, no staff items.
Probably just a reminder that because of the Hallmark holiday, our next meeting is on the 7th of February. So if you show up here on the 14th, I'll be the only one here. Oh, no. And we will adjourn the meeting at 7:16. Thank you.